self-improvement, right? So you had 3 classes earlier. Today's test. What are the different topics covered on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday? Pardon? Soft skills, okay. Then? Smart analysis, okay. Then? Goal and achievement. I will cover something different, slightly different. We will understand what is self. When we talk about self-improvement, it's for human being, right? How do a human being is different from animals? Generally we don't say self for animals, only for human being we say self. Or what is the evolution in a biological life, or difference between a biological life and a life of human being? How do you distinguish? How do you distinguish? Generally biological life, they take birth, become matured, reproduce and die. That's biological life. Every animal, every vegetable does it. As a human being, we are slightly different. As a human being, we are slightly different. What is the difference between a human being and an animal? Every animal also can think. Animal can speak much better. No, generally human beings think we are much better. Our Panchendriyas, if you see the eyesight of a human being and you compare the eyesight of an eagle, eagle can see 6 kilometers down. When it flies on top, it can see what's on the ground, it come and pick up and then go. 3 kilometers generally it can. Generally we see the hearing capability of human being. The whale, the fish in the sea, kilometers far, the kid can understand the mother is there. You have different cows, hundreds of cows, and the kid of a cow, that's calf, you allow the calf, it will go and search its mother, and it takes milk only from its mother. You think that animal don't have buddhi? Generally we say we have 6th sense, we are spiritually higher. Every goat, sheep is much better than a human being. I am from space department, scientist in space department. We have mathematical model in predicting whether it is going to rain in Hyderabad tomorrow or today evening. And whenever we predict, sometime it will not rain here, it will rain somewhere else. They are very bad in computation. But you allow a sheep to tie on the coconut tree. If it is going to rain after 6 hours, it starts crying now. It knows it's going to rain after 6 hours. And you just allow it to go, it will go and then stand on the shadow. Animals have much better 6th sense than human being. Many of the animals. But what is that makes human being different is, no dog will take class, no dogs will sit in classes. Have you seen any time? We can learn and teach. We can learn and teach. Every animal have got a capability. It observe and see and learn sometime. But human being can teach. We can learn. That's the only difference. But most of the time, every animal is useful for some other animal. There is only one animal which is useless. That is human being. Every animal, every vegetable is useful for something else. Only human being is not useful for anybody else. At least if you are not useful for human being, life becomes useless. Therefore, once you take birth, physically you will grow. Whether you eat less or eat more, most of the people will survive without any difficulty. Without any difficulty, you will physically grow. There is no problem. Physical growth will happen. Emotionally, you will have temptation. Intellectually, you start growing. Socially, you start growing. Spiritually, you start growing. These are 5 steps of improvement. Physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual. If you can think on these lines, improvement, physical, think on emotional control. Most of the animals cannot control emotion. Once it gets angry, it just barks. But human beings are supposed to learn how to behave. Emotional control is there. Intellectual growth, generally animals will do whatever they want to survive. Actually, we don't have to learn lot of things to survive in this world, but still we keep on learning. So not. Just to survive, you don't have to learn, but keep on thinking. Why is it happening? Where is it happening? How is it happening? We have got ashcharya. We get wondering, why is it happening? No animal will wonder. When there is a lightning, seeing it, animal will see just like that. You don't think after that. But human being, what will happen? They will think, why is it happening? Jitnasa. Human being have jitnasa. We keep asking why. That is the extra. And why, when we ask, we learn. And then what we do? We learn and we tell somebody else, this is what it is. That's why I said learning and teaching. We do research, we do thinking. Generally, animal have only 4 requirements. Ahara, Nidra, Bhaya, Maithuna. Ahara, it eats. Human being will eat more. No animal will eat. Assume you give something to eat for a dog. It will eat only how much it wants. After that, what it will do? It will just throw it. But human being, he will finish it. Why? Is it that we are eating for our requirement? Most of the time we don't eat for requirement. We eat more. Ahara. Nidra, every animal, as soon as it wake up, it gets up. Know the difference? As soon as it wake up, it gets up. But human being, early morning, most of the time we wake up and we just lie down, enjoy it. All others are working. We listen to the sound. We don't get up as soon as we wake up. Every animal, as soon as it wake up, gets up. And you can see every dog stretches its body and then start jumping. Human being, we have to extra learn. The learning is good, but most of the time we forget natural instinct of learning and we become artificial in this world. We become artificial, we become social, we become sophisticated, and therefore we don't become accidental, we don't become natural, and therefore we are unhappy most of the time. Most of the animals are happy, but most of the human beings are unhappy. That is because your buddhi is more and your manas is less and starts fighting all the time. We have desire and buddhi cannot satisfy the desire, you become upset. So if you can balance it, that's great. Ahara, Nidra, Bhayam. If you don't, you have Bhayam most of the time. I am not able to do it. I am not getting it. When the buddhi works, you have more Bhayam. If the buddhi is not there, you don't have Bhayam. You can see those who have more buddhi, they will have more worries. They start thinking, why is it happening? It's good. The first part what I said, it is good to learn, but Now what I am trying to say? That is negative sometimes. So if you know how to balance it, that's what improvement in life. You have to have emotion, you have to have feeling, you have to have love, you have to have hatred. Everything is required. But most of the time this becomes our own enemy. Does it not? The feelings are required. If you don't have feeling, the life have no value. But most of the time this feeling dampens it. Makes us unhappy in this world. That's why Lord Krishna in Bhagavad Gita says, Dukkeshu anudiknamana vi. Dukkeshu anudiknamana. Your dukkham has to be controlled. Sugeshu vigataspruha vida raga bhayakrodha sthidatir munirichyati. You must have sthita prajnavastha. You must know how to control your emotions. If you don't know how to control your emotions, you will become unhappy. Ahara, nidra, bhayam, maidhunam. Maidhunam is sex. Every animal have sex only as it required, but human being have more sex. What is extra to human being? What is required? All these are equal. Ahara, nidra, bhayam, maidhunani, samani, chaitani, nranam, pashunam. Jnanam naranam adigo visheshu, jnane bihina, pashubhis samani. Knowledge is extra to human being. If you don't have knowledge, you are not a human being. That makes human being. But Vivekananda says, education is man-making. Education is man-making. So self-improvement have only one terminology, that is education. Getting educated, knowing, improve your knowledge. And what is knowledge? Not getting degrees, not getting certificates. Being human is human being. Being human is human being. How do you become a human being? With all these qualities. Control. We are called a social being. We are called a human being. Every animal does what it likes. Human being cannot do what it likes because we are social being. We have to be sophisticated. We have to control ourselves. And that life, which is as per the rules of the place where do you live, as per the culture, as per the system, as per the wisdom, as per the ethics, is called dharma. So human beings have got what is called dharma. What is dharma? Again, not defined perfectly. Self-dharma. If I enjoy whatever I do, that is called self-dharma. I enjoy whatever I do. Can I do all that what I do? Enjoy. I enjoy rock music. At home I play it with full sound. But my family members do not like. Can I play it like that? I must control my desire based on the people around me. So the dharmam is self-dharmam. You have got kudumba dharmam, family dharmam. And you have got, suppose I am living in a colony, my house, I can keep my house clean, but I cannot dirty the colony. Because I have got a dharma towards my colony. If you build up like this, I have got self, kudumbam, and then family. Kudumbam is where you live, but family is much larger. And you have got your colony, you have got your state, you have got your rashtra dharma. So when you improve, it is not self-improvement as a human being. What is it? Your dharmam, which is attached to this rashtram, have to be improved. You don't live for yourself. You live for somebody else. Because by nature, human beings are not living for somebody else, but learning, teaching has to be to serve somebody else. Most of the human beings are selfish. But if you can become non-selfish, unselfish, then you are improving your life. That's why they generally say, doing Ishvara Puja, bhakti is not just chanting mantra. It is not just sending money order for conducting some puja. It is ena kena prakarena yasya kasyavidehina sandosham janayet pratna tadevam Ishvara Puja. If you can make somebody else happy with some activity, that is called Ishvara Puja. Why this prescription is given? The prescription is given because whatever you do should not hamper somebody's interest. You must make somebody else also happy in your life. That's more important. If you cannot make somebody else happy, you are doing injustice. That's more important. And this dharma, so I have covered what is physical, emotional, intellectual, social, spiritual aspect. I also said all these improvement have to be with dharmic style. Non-dharmic is not enough. It's well defined in its purusharthas. You know what's purushartha? Anybody of you know what is purushartha? Yeah. The sequence is slightly different. First is kama. You have a desire. Everything starts with a desire. If you don't have a desire, nothing will do. You don't do anything. If you want to improve, the first requirement is I must have a desire to improve. Right? Now what is that required? If any desire to satisfy, you need artham. Kamam to satisfy, desire is kamam. Kamam is not sex. Any desire to satisfy, you must have artham. Without artham, you can't. Artham doesn't mean money. Artham could be influence. Artham could be love from somebody else. I want to have a chair. I don't have money, but somebody loves me, so they give me a chair. So artham need not be money. I have influence. So with that influence, I can get something what I want. So kamam, artham. If I don't have artham, generally what I do, I need a chair, I don't have money, nobody is giving me. If I steal money and get a chair, sitting there, will I be happy? So, attainment of your desire, satisfying your desire, you have two ways, one dharmic, one adharmic. If you do dharmic, you will become happy. If you do adharmic, you will become unhappy. So if you do dharma, that's what? Kamam, artham, dharmam. And if you are happy, that is what is called moksha. Moksha is not after death. Moksha is being happy. Being happy is moksha. If you are happy, you are in moksha. Why is it? Yesterday you did some mistake to somebody else. Will you become happy today or unhappy today? You will become unhappy, right now? So yesterday's activity will make you, that means an adharmic activity will make you unhappy today. If you do good things yesterday, today you will be happy. So yesterday and today is one janma and another janma. Yesterday to today is one janma and another janma. Because today, or when you go to bed, how do you know tomorrow you will wake up? You can die there itself, right now? And morning, Brahma Muhurta, Brahma will call you. And day, Vishnu will survive you, make you to survive. And night, you will sleep with Shiva. You may wake up tomorrow or may not wake up tomorrow. Every day, do something which makes you happy tomorrow. That's what is essential. If you can do that, that's called actually Purushartha. Now, your desire, controlled or uncontrolled, which makes you happy or somebody else happy. How do you distinguish that my desire have got an effect on somebody's happiness or unhappiness? That knowledge is called being social. If you are social, you automatically become a person who is aware of somebody's happiness. You are not social, you do something which makes you happy but makes somebody else unhappy. So as a human being, every day we must improve socially. That's what life is. That's what life is. Now today you know 100 people, tomorrow you must know at least extra some more people. That's why you are becoming more social. Some people will never make friendship with somebody else. Can they be called as social? They become only self. Only self. So if you can share, if you can do something for somebody else, they will become yours. They will do anything for you. Share whatever you have, automatically they will start sharing. That capability only human being have. That must be what gives you happiness. Because as a human being, we generally are useless for everybody else. So if you can become useful for more human being, you are improving in your life. Why I call this in this time? Because the most difficult, the most required aspect of human being is interpersonal relationships. If you improve in your interpersonal relationship, you have already improved in your life. Your interpersonal relationship must be good. If you don't have quality, will somebody will come and talk to you? Nobody will be around you. So you improve so that people will be around you. People will look forward for you. Oh, this man, he is great. Oh, I have something extra from him. Let it be from your own family. Let it be from your own family. They all must feel that you are great. Are you really great by birth? Let me ask you that question. How many of you feel you are great? How many of you feel you are great? None of you? Don't you feel that you are great? You are great? How many of you feel when you look at the mirror, I am not good? My nose shape is not good. No. Don't you feel sometimes? Can you improve this? Can you change this manufactured product? Many people feel upset. I am not like Amitabh Bachchan. If I would have been slightly more height, I could have influenced more fellows. If I have got Salman Khan's muscle, it would have been better. If I could dance like Shah Rukh Khan, it is better. Can I change my product? This is the product. Can I change this? How many kilograms of powder you must have put on your face by now? Did you become white? Can you change your physique? Not. Beyond the point, you can't do anything. You can't change your height, you can't change your... No, you can't. Most of the time you can't change. But what is that you can change? Or let me ask you another question. What is that you want in your life? If you get it, you have improved already. Right now? What is that you want in your life? Let me ask that question. That is the best way to introduce this. What is that you want in your life? Do you pray? At least sometime before exam and all. Before a trouble, you pray. By mistake, God appears. Why by mistake? You don't expect him to come or her to come, right? But he comes or she comes and asks you, what is that you want? What you will ask? What is that you ask? Huh? What is that he has to bless? Pardon? What is that you want in your life? Satisfaction? In what? Satisfaction means there is a desire. So what is your desire? Satisfaction is when you have a desire, you get it, you get satisfied. You cannot give a clean check. An open check, God will never give you. You tell me what is your desire, I will give you that. Happiness? You just be happy, nothing else. You can see on the road people who are just happy. They are all mad people. They don't have anything in their life, but they are just happy. They keep on smiling. You want to be that? What is that you want in your life? What are the combinations? What are the things you want? Why do you want firm?
Because I am
Interested in? Why do you want to do that is my question. What is the basic desire? I am asking the basic requirement. If you have firm, what is that you will get? Your money. So what is that you want? Money. When God comes, you can ask straight. No, why do you want to ask like this? So you want money. Right? How many of you want money? You mean getting money, you will become happy in your life?
Not money, sir. Like I'm telling, like what I'm interested in. Like my interest is for business. I want to do that. I will not be much interested in my business.
Your desire is what I am asking. What is your basic desire? One desire is money. Everybody wants money. There is nobody who don't want money.
The work I do, I should love that work.
That's what I am trying to say. That is satisfaction for what? You do work but you don't get paid, you will not be happy. Correct? What are the requirements? One is money. Second, any one of you read Vishnu Sahasranama? Vedandago Brahmanaha Satchatriyo Vijayi Bhavet Vaishyo Dhana Samurdaha Shudra Sukhamapniyat. You know that Dhyana Mantram? Vedandago Brahmanaha. Now why you are sitting here? Is it for money? What? Knowledge. So you have come here spending money for knowledge. Right? No? So what is that you want? Basic requirement. Knowledge. So people want to learn. That's what I said. Basic difference between human being and animal. People want to learn. No animal will like to learn. No animal will require money. Correct? So that is the basic difference between human being and animal. You need money. You need to learn. Then what else? What gives you happiness is you become famous. Vedantago Brahmanaha, a Brahmin will like to learn and teach. Vaishyo Dhana Samurdaha, Vaishya will make money. Vedantago Brahmanaha. Kshatriyo Vijayi Bhavet. A Kshatriya is a person who want to become famous. Everybody want to become famous, is it not? Because you are a social being, you want to know more and more people. That's what I said, the basic requirement. Whatever I said now, I am trying to conclude it. So you need to have knowledge, you need to have money, you need to become famous. That is why people are divided into three castes. One is Brahmin, who will, it's not based on whether you take birth and then you have got a cross belt or not. Okay? If you have a desire to learn and teach, you are a Brahmin. If your requirement is to become famous, you are a Kshatriya. If your requirement is money, then you are a Vaishya. But these three things cannot give you happiness. You become knowledgeable. When you learn more and more, you will know you want to know more and more. You become unhappy. My PhD is in mathematics. Now when we learn MSc mathematics, we think that we know mathematics. When we learn MPhil mathematics, we think we know much more. When we do PhD, we know we don't know anything. We become unhappy because when you learn more and more, you know you don't know anything. So this is a problem. When you become famous, it's good, but consistently you have to become famous. Yes or no? Chandrababu Naidu was very happy when he was a chief minister. Every day his picture will come in Deccan Chronicle. But today, his picture does not come. He will become so unhappy. So you cannot. Money, no. Fame, no. Knowledge also cannot give. Arjide dukkham, veye dukkham, dhanam sarvatra dukkhatam. When you spend money, you become unhappy. Earning money also, you are unhappy. But if you know how to balance it, that's your life. So you must have happiness, balancing knowledge, balancing fame, balancing your... That's why you want to start a firm. Why? You want to be powerful? Because a lot of people are under you. You want to make money? It cannot be loss. You will become unhappy. Yes or no? And do the same thing every day, you become unhappy. You want to do something new every day. That's because you like to learn. The desire for learning is that they will keep on changing their ways of doing things so that you learn by that. And you want to be happy. So everybody want to be happy. Are you really happy? You are not. You always feel, I am not good, I am not good, I am not good. I have a small poetry book. 27 of my poems. In which the first poetry is, you must all feel great. You must all feel great. That's the first poetry. You are all great. Really, you are great. You know why you are great? Millions of sperms from your father get into the mother's egg and only one sperm take birth. Should I repeat again? Millions of sperms from your father get into your mother's egg and only one sperm take birth, and that is each one of you. So how many sperms did not take birth? Millions of sperms. And who are they? Your unborn brothers and sisters. Yes or no? So your life itself, taking birth itself is a fighting. And who has won? Each one of you has won. Are you not great? In your whole life, do you have to fight with millions of people? Is any one of them is closest to you than your own unborn brothers and sisters? No. So you must feel always great. Take your hands up, lift your hands up, take it up, and then take it back and say well done. If you feel you are great, you will become great. If you feel you are not great, you will feel upset. Every moment you must feel that I am great. You cannot have more height, you cannot have more muscle, you cannot have more beautiful, you cannot change your color. But is there anything which stops you becoming happy? Can you be happy? With all the problems which you have, you can still be happy? Yes or no? There are hundreds of problems in this world. You faced a lot of problems in your life. After some time, when you look back, what do you feel? Those problems are all useless, right? Every moment you feel you are in trouble. I am in a problem. Generally, what do you say? What do you say generally? I am in a problem. Don't you say this? Yes or no? I am in a problem. Repeat it. I am in a problem. That means what? Problem is bigger. You are smaller. Then only you can go inside a problem, right? No. I am in a problem. That means problem is bigger, you are smaller. Is there any problem in your life which is bigger than you? No problems are bigger than you. You are bigger, problem is smaller. So how do you correct this sentence? Problem is in you. Problem is in me. So whenever you are having a problem, don't say I am in a problem. What do you say? Problem is in me. Every problem is a problem because you consider it's a problem. If you consider it's not a problem, you don't have to worry about it. So whatever happens, you say no problem. Say no problem. Say no problem. No problem. You fail in exam. What do you say? No problem. Because again you can write. Right now, you are driving scooter, you hit somebody. What do you say? No problem. Because you already hit, right now. So what is to be done? He will hit you. What do you say? No problem. Just keep saying no problem, no problem. You will become so happy in your life. You keep saying I am in a problem, I am in a problem. You will become unhappy in your life. And that's the best way to improve yourself. When you have a big problem, you will have tension, you are in a worry, you are in a hurry. All this creates problems in you. Generally that's what happens, right? How do you get out of the problem? Keep saying no problem. Just keep saying no problem. That's the best way to improve yourself. Because every problem, only during that time it becomes a problem. After some time it does not become a problem in your life. And all the worry which you have on a problem to come, you start thinking about it early. Before, tomorrow there is a problem to come. What do? Today onwards you keep thinking about it. And tomorrow it may happen, may not happen. If it happens anyway, you have to be in trouble. Then why do you want to be in trouble today? Tomorrow you can be in trouble. No? At least postpone your problems tomorrow. Don't take it today. And after that, every problem is only fraction of second. Every problem is only momentary. But your thinking on the problem becomes long time. Does it not? So why do you waste your time thinking on problem? If you are a creative person, you have no time to think on problems, and that is the best way to become happy in your life. So self-improvement is being creative, having knowledge. If you have knowledge, automatically you become creative. If you don't have knowledge, you cannot be creative. Who is the God of creativity? Brahma. Not God of creation. Okay? God of creativity is Brahma. Who is Brahma's wife? Saraswati. Saraswati is the goddess of knowledge. So if you have knowledge, her husband will be with you. You understood? So if you have knowledge, automatically you will become creative. As simple as that. So you must keep sufficient knowledge, start thinking on that, and be creative in your life. You have no time to waste in your life. Most of the time, what do you do? What do you do most of the time? When you live in this world, 60 years assume you live. How many years you sleep? 8 hours in 24 hours you sleep. Yes or no? So 60 years when you live, 20 years you sleep, 1/3 of the life you are sleeping. How many years you are really living? 40 years. 20 years, are you happy? While sleeping you are happy, right? No? Many people will say, I am not happy, the whole life is boring. But sleeping is interesting, no? You enjoy sleeping. All the problems are not there with you when you sleep. Yes or no? So 20 years you are happy. 40 years, what do? You make an account and then see what do you do in your life. You must keep an account of your life. Then you will know how effectively I must use my life. I already told you, your effectiveness is your different roles. If I am a good student, I am a good teacher, automatically. Yes or no? If I am a good son, automatically I become a good husband. I become a good father. So what are the different roles which you have? Today what you do is, you want to improve, right? You take a paper, write down your different roles. What are the roles which you have? What are the roles which you have? What are you? What are the different roles you have? You are a daughter, you are a son, yes or no? You are a sister, you are a brother, some of you are students, some of you are employed. Write down all the different roles, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How good a student you are? Ask yourself. Are you 100% good student? Yes or no? No. How much mark you will give for you? How much mark you will give as a student? Will you get 80%? 60%? 50%? 30%? Rate yourself. Today is 5th November, right? Make a column, table, 5th November. As a student, write 30%. As a daughter, as a son, you rate yourself. Are you 100% good son? 100% good daughter? All the expectations of your parents you are satisfying? How much mark you will give? Write down the mark. Okay? You are following or what? And then, as a sister, as a brother, write down. As a husband, as a wife. Then what do? Same paper, similar paper you give it to your wife, give it to your mother. Ask your mother how much mark she will give you. How much mark your mother will give to your father. As a husband, as a wife. So you will have lot of mark sheet at home, right? At least now when you start evaluating how good a son you are, how good a daughter you are, how good a student you are, you started feeling you are not good. Yes or no? So far you never evaluated. Now you started thinking. Once you start thinking that I am not good, then what will happen? automatically you will improve. Now you know how to be a good son. You know how to be a good daughter. You know how to be a good daughter, right? No? You know how to be a good student. So try to be good as a student. Try to be good as a daughter. Try to be good as a son. So you have different ways on life. One is as a human being, improvement. Next, as Purushartha and Dharma, your improvement. Next, all these boil down to becoming good in your different roles. If you are dharmic, you are a good social being, you are a good student, you learn, you start becoming good to your parents, automatically you become very good. So keep your roles very clean. Be a good student, be a good father, good mother, good daughter, good sister. Evaluate yourself. Also ask your parents to give marks to you. Ask them how much mark you will give me. Am I a good student? Ask your teachers. Ask your parents, am I a good daughter? Am I a good son? And you know how to become a good son and a good daughter. You know how to become a good husband. You know how to become a good wife. If you know that, then your life is improved. Doesn't matter how long you live in this world. You may short life. Nimisham jolidam sreyam nadu dhumayidum chiram. When you live in this world, live like a fire. Don't live like a smoke. What does it mean? Your presence must be felt. When you sit in the class, now you meet a lot of people, right? How many of you get to know each other? As a human being, when you sit in the class, sit beside, you feel reserved. No, I don't have to talk to him. Why should I talk to him? Let him come and talk to me. When you go for a marriage, what do? You just stand in the corner. Let him come and talk to me. You will not go and talk to somebody, right? You call yourself as a social being, but you don't do anything. Take initiative. Whatever best you can do in the best style. That's what is life is. People keep on planning. I have to improve, I have to improve, I have to improve. Will you improve in your life? If you keep on thinking, I have to improve, will you improve? Everybody wanted to improve. But what is it stopping not improving? No action. We keep planning. Tomorrow onwards I will do this. The first day when you attend a class, the first page, nice margin, nice handwriting. Second day onwards, does it not happen? You are very good in planning in the first time, but then dilutes. Udyamam, sahasam, dhairyam, buddhi, shakti, parakramam, shadhede, yatra vartante, devam, tatra prakashyati. You know where God comes and stays? Udyamam, entrepreneurship. That all of us have. We want to improve, we want to improve, we want to improve, but we don't do anything. What is it required? If you decide you want to do something, you jump into action. Decide, do it. Keep on deciding will not take you anywhere. So action is more important. If you don't act, all the decisions become useless. Planning become useless if you don't act. So what is important? Acting is important. Jumping into action. Udyamam, sahasam. Dhairyam, for which you need dhairyam. You need buddhi. You need shakti. Udyamam, sahasam, dhairyam, buddhi, shakti and parakram. Generally what happens is when you decide to do something, somebody else will don't do it here. Some people will become negative. Then what you will do? You will listen to them. Your desire is there, but you get dampened. If you have desire, do it. And all of us have desire, but you are not driven by your desire. Most of the time, your buddhi will start telling, don't do it, don't do it. Does it not happen? So this conflict is the biggest problem. So try to be active in your life. There is no point in planning without being active. Now, when you evaluate, you want to be a good daughter, good son. But what will happen? Will you become? You know what is to be done, but will you do it? Most of the time, people don't do. Action is not happening. We have only plans. So never get tied with your plans, but jump out and then start acting. Whatever you feel, you have decided you want to do a course in something. What do? You find all negative not to do it. If you don't have courage, you can never improve in your life. If you don't keep on doing, you can never experience. If you want to experience, you must do it. Experience will make you perfect. So that's the only way. You be creative. Keep on changing your knowledge. Keep on adding knowledge. That's the best way to improve yourself. Now I am teaching this for many years. But whatever I teach on a day, which is 2 years back or maybe last month, and today I am teaching, I am sure all of you are different students. You never heard of it. But will I repeat the same thing? If I repeat the same thing, I am not improving. I have to put in different direction, different style. Then I will be happy. If you are not creative, if I repeat the same class again and again, then I will become unhappy. If you are not creative, you can never be happy. So the best way in life to be happy, improve, is being creative. To be creative, you must have sufficient knowledge. And having knowledge and being creative is man-making. That's what Vivekananda says. So that is improving yourself towards human being. Man-making. Education is for man-making. So dharmic, physical, emotional, intellectual, spiritual, and then you must have moksha. That means happiness in throughout whatever you do. Can you just close your eyes and think all those points what I told you so far?